Hello there, everybody, and yes, we're doing none other than, of course, the one and only South Park Rally. Well, we're doing it again. This is the second time I've technically done this on my channel, but this time I plan on doing a full, complete, single segment run, or whatever you want to call it, like just a main playthrough of the championship mode. Which should take about maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. Something like that. I'm hoping that the memory card actually will save, but we'll see. This time we're going to play a little different, because like last time I always play as Cartman. Always. But I want to play somebody a little different this time, and I don't know exactly who just yet. We don't really have much options, but I kind of figured, we could always just do Stan, or go a little crazy and do some Kyle. We got Chef, Bar Brady, Jimbo, Kenny, Wendy, but I don't know. Kind of feeling Stan today, I guess. Yeah, I don't have Rumble Pack, but I will. Fine enough. And yeah, we are playing this off the 64, so to me, the 64 version is the absolute pinnacle of South Park Rally. Mainly because, this is what I grew up with. This is what I played all the time. So, I'm way more used to it. And plus, the PS1 version has load times that are really annoying. I don't know why they even have those. Even though the the PS1 version does actually have extra unlockable characters, which is nice. But, I'm going to do it the original way that I always did it. And we're just going to go with that. So, sit back, grab some orange juice and a celery stick, and let's get gaming, boys. Let's get gaming. And everyone else. I don't know what I had to say. Specific. Whatever, who cares? Alright, so, yeah, already off to a great start, right? Already off to a great start. That's awesome for commentary. I'm pretty sure everyone's... I don't know why I'm talking like that today. I don't know what's up with me. I haven't done commentary in a hot minute, so... I'm kind of a little out of it currently, I guess. The only commentary I did today was other stuff, but nothing on this channel, of course. I'm pretty sure by this point people are getting tired of hearing me talk about other channels, which I don't blame you, because, I see people do that all the time where they always just shout out their secondary channel. It's like, I don't really... If I cared, I would go check it out. You just post it in, every video. It's like, I don't really think I care. Yeah, I know it's kind of dumb, me just, grinding away on item boxes. I should just be going through the game, beating it as fast as possible. Because, well, it's got a little bit of length. I guess somebody puked earlier. I saw the little trail. By the way, I don't think I guess that must have been the Saddam box. I don't really dead offhand know exactly where everything's at. And I probably won't try too hard to go for everything. I'm going to go for the stuff that I do know of. Like pot pies, cows, stuff like that, quarters, extra credits. The thing is, I don't know, like I said, I don't know exactly where everything's at. There was never really a great ability to, just kind of dick around in a map. For, I don't know, just, I have nothing else to call it, I guess, to explore. I don't really know dead offhand all the things. I do know where there are spots for certain items to be at, but it also really just depends on where, or not really where, but more so what holiday and what type of map you're playing on. And yes, I do actually like this game. I know there tends to be people out there that do not, they really do not like this game. And, I don't know. I grew up with it, so I don't know. Now, for me personally, since I've grown up with it and I've played it a lot, I can definitely think of some things that this game does unfortunately suck with. And, the cool thing is, I do like the idea that not everything has to be just a singular race. There are basically, I wouldn't say extra stuff, but not everything is just a race to the finish. But instead you have, other events where you can kind of just go around and collect objects and then use objects for certain things. Like right now, you know, either grab the trophy, run around, and just take it to... Basically, well, they want you to take it to every checkpoint, but you realistically don't have to. And to explain that, like, you can always just kind of let the opponents just take it around the map and then just earn your points that way. Wait until, you know, the 4th checkpoint shows up, and there you go. Sorry if I'm getting kind of ahead of myself for talking about things. I don't know, my brain's just not really working right. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's like just tons of different sort of events, quote unquote, throughout the game. Like I said, you know, collectible stuff, things of that nature, different types of races, which, to be fair, for a racing game, like, it's cool to see that. But, no surprise, there's always the problem where a lot of those races are going to be, unfortunately, just complete and total dog shit sometimes. Like, Lemonade Day, you know, that's a horrid goddamn level. But one thing that is really cool that this game does is you can sort of like mix and match different events, or I should say holidays, on different maps too. Like, I can do Thanksgiving, I think, on Rally Days map, the first one, if I wanted to, as far as I'm aware. Also, there should be a credit over here, but I'm taking a big risk doing this because there's an enemy just right there near me. I'm not sure who, but very dangerous. Just like, I wouldn't even really say like Mario Kart, because this one doesn't really do Mario Kart type stuff. I want to say probably more along the lines of like Diddy Kong Racing, I think, where item boxes are colored and they give a specific... They do give a specific type of item from each box. And I'll try to explain, I guess, the best way I possibly can on which ones do what, typically. Yellow contains cats, and I believe it usually contains, like, you know, Mr. Hanky, which protects you from pretty much all damage except for, like, just, you know, getting ran over by something, like, you know, like a big giant, like, if a tractor hits you or whatever, or something like that, you know, then that will do damage to you. Green box, like, green usually contains, I think, like, gnomes, which gets rid of enemies' items. And you also have the Terrence fart. Red, you know, as you saw there, usually contains the prostitute. There's not like a whole lot. I mean, water balloon, I think, comes from the blue one. Purple gives you the alien probe, which can stun enemies for a bit. Blue can also give you the little, like, they call it caffeine, I think. Where essentially, oh, you little bitch. Oh yeah, purple also gives you beefcake, which allows you to kind of just bounce enemies away from you. Water balloons are just extra little damaging tools. Nothing really too crazy. They just do a little bit extra. Or, they don't really do damage. It's just... What am I talking about? Yeah, damn. Basically just knocks people away. There you go. But yeah, once you've played the game enough, you'll kind of just learn the ins and outs of, like, which does what. This, by the way, the thing I'm grabbing right now is Pink Eye, and essentially what it does is it sort of, it slows down everybody else but the person who used it. By the way, water balloons are just a thing that appear on this map. I'm not really even sure why. Oh, god damn it. I'm not really even sure why, but they just do. So, yeah, keep that in mind. God, I really am just doing a terrible job of this commentary thing today. Well, I couldn't figure out what the hell I wanted to do. I guess that's something I can talk about. It's like, just, what the hell did I want to do today? I have no idea. I went through so many damn things. Oh yeah, by the way, the thing slows you down and reverses your driving. I just couldn't think of what I wanted to do. I kept thinking, like, oh, I want to do a platformer. You know, I don't even know if I want to do a Let's Play. And then before all this, I was going to do, like, another grab bag of, like, 5 different Let's Plays and then do the usual thing of, like, oh, I'll just do 5 and then just quit for, like, a couple months and we'll just come back. By the way, Resident Evil 8 is done. It's been done for, like, maybe a week or 2 now. So, there's that. Alright, Valentine's Day. This one's a bit annoying. Not impossible, but just it is slightly annoying to deal with. You have to grab both of the weapons to do anything with it. By the way, behind this picture is going to be our first cow on this map. I'm pretty sure we can get the other one right now. And also, when you're doing these maps and these events for championship race, you can, you know, of course, unlock characters, and then, or just basically characters for the most part. You unlock maps as you go through it, I believe, but either way, you unlock characters by doing certain things. So, if, like, certain objectives, like, for example, with Valentine's Day, if you go throughout the entirety of Valentine's Day, I think without letting anybody get any shots off of anybody, I think you can get Shelly. No, Shelly is a... Yeah, Shelly's Valentine's Day. Pretty sure. You can get Shelly, and... Give me one second. I'm going to try to get, like, maybe a fart power-up or something. Because that'd be one way to do it. The Mexican staring frog just turns people's cars into stone, so they can't move very fast. Pretty sure this is where the other cow is, because I'm damn sure I saw it. But yeah, even if I lose this, it's fine, because I believe the cows still stay. Cows, I think, are also just the same type of thing, where they just unlock stuff for you. So, there's that. Alright, this is going to be not very fun to do, but hear me out. Yep. Get touched, and then next thing you know, I lose my goddamn bow and arrow. But yeah, I think as long as you're the first one to get the bow and just... Not really even that, but if you're the first one to do anything with it realistically, get any sort of hits on anybody, then you should unlock Shelly that way. Like, I could just reset this fight so I could just unlock the character while we have the chance, but there's just no point. I'd rather just win, get over with. By the way, there should be a credit over there behind that wall to the left. There should be. And then, yeah, every time you finish a race, you just kind of unlock the next thing, so that's not too bad. Yeah, the game has replay value because they want you to go through and essentially do whatever you can, you know, do all the objectives and get what you need. I forget if there's any extra secret characters that you unlock through this level. I don't remember. Because usually whenever I'm playing this one, I just typically just go. You know, I don't really even bother with it. I think there might be... You might get Tweak, if anything. But I'm not sure. By the way, the prostitute doesn't really do much. All it does is just bloodies up your screen for pretty much, I think, the entirety of the race. It gives you herpes. So... Yeah, I know. It's like, well, it's fucking... This game's so fucking stupid. It's not even remotely funny, blah, blah, blah. I still find it entertaining and funny and stuff like that. Barbrady just got on the loose. There, by the way, there's three pairs of underwear. And, you know, each person can have, like, one pair if you wanted, but you can have all three and keep all three. I've done that before. There's no need to do it unless there was an unlockable character that I just don't remember. Because, again, I'm just playing the game today. That's all I'm doing. Try not to run into somebody else while you have it either, because they'll either take it, or if you run into somebody with another pair of underpants, you'll just both lose the underpants, and that sucks. By the way, the snails here will actually cause the puke effect to happen, which basically makes your car slippery, just like the mice, when you run over them. Don't know why I'm explaining every little detail about every little thing. Another thing, too, is if you happen to have an item on hand, not like a weapon item, but like just what I have now, and you fall over and, you know, fall on your head, you can lose that item. So it's something else to be careful of, too. I know, there's a lot of crazy intricacies. By the way, Visitor is just here. He's just a map hazard. That's it. All he does is just drives around, hits you when he runs into you, and that's basically about it. I mean, we got Mr. Mackey out of it, so that might have been the thing. I don't know. I think Tweak is one of them. You might have to collect all three pairs of underwear and make sure that you're the only one who ever lands an objective, maybe. I don't know. By the way, read a book day. there's a lot of, which is kind of interesting to think about. I forget how it goes. There's Halloween and there's also Read a Book Day. And one of, like, you're only allowed to catch, like, a maximum of, like, 4 chickens at a time. Same thing, I think, with lollipops. And I think that, like, to unlock the hidden character here, it's either you are the only one who ever catches anything at all, or at the very least, you only ever bring chickens in packs of 4, I think. So if I'm gonna do it that way, I'm gonna have to be careful. But there is a fun little trick you can kind of do in this mode, if you so choose, to essentially make sure that you always get what you desire, which is this, essentially. Pay attention, because like usually the enemies will only ever want to, realistically, they'll only ever want to come by and drop anything off if they happen to have like a full house of chickens on hand. Hang on. Barbrett's somewhere. I think he's the light blue color. And one good thing to try to, or one trick that I usually tend to use is, and they fucked it all up. I'll just, you know, either not necessarily put things down, but I'll try my best to stay over here and keep grabbing the purple box, so that way I can try to get the anal probe. So that way when somebody comes up to me, I can just shoot them, and then I just take their chickens and go. I think for the Halloween one, it might be the one where it's like you have to make sure you're the only one that ever catches anything at all, I think. Because there's 2 of these maps that have 2 different holidays on them. I'm always trying to remember like which one's which, but yeah. Alright, now for Pip, I have to be a little bit more careful here, because if I mess this up, I'm kind of screwed. And there's not much areas he can go into, and thankfully he didn't have a weapon on hand. Well, I mean, technically he did, but the weapon in question wouldn't really do much, so yeah. Oh, fuck me. Well, Baby's gonna probably land that one, which is fine. I don't remember how many you need. You need 20, or is it just... I think it's just 10. I don't know. I think there might be an extra credit over there to the left, but... Oh, come on. I think that's random, too, by the way. It can appear basically in any box. We got Mackie coming up with a full pack of 4. And typically enemies don't usually, you know... They're not usually... Oh, wow, I got really lucky there. Holy shit. I just have to make sure I just dodge. Okay, cool. If I'm not mistaken, I think in the PC version, the chicken lover... Okay, so it must have been like, I'm the only one allowed to get anything. That must have been it. And then for Halloween, I think it's just only collect a pack of 4 each time. But yeah, I think you can unlock chicken lover and then even the bus driver. But I think that might not be true as well. I think that might have been a case of they were wanting that to be in the games, but they never did. By the way, Easter is an absolutely terrible fucking holiday. Which is also funny, too, because, I mean, it's almost Easter time in real life. Now, I have thought about it in the past before anybody recommends it or anything like that, or says, like, hey, wouldn't that be cool if you did? I have before thought about, like, oh, wouldn't it be kind of neat if I played South Park Rally like a singular year, like every holiday, just play one of the, or play the next level. Which, you know, granted, there's a couple ways to do that. I could either just, every time that the holiday you know, we get to the holiday in real life, I could just play the game then. Not necessarily like the full championship run, but something along the lines of, I don't know, just, well, playing the game. Or playing that specific, you know, map, level, that type of thing. But I do know one way to kind of do that, though. To save myself trouble and time. Because personally for me, you know, life scares the living shit out of me. And the concept of time is frightening. So knowing that, like, if I were to do, you know, the game and play each holiday throughout the year, then for me it'd be like, oh man, I'm waiting to do South Park Rally, and it feels like I'm just going through the year waiting for it to end, and I don't want that to happen. I don't like that concept. That's terrifying. I'd rather just try to stay in the year that we're in as long as I can possibly afford to. By the way, Easter bunnies will take an egg away from you, and they suck. And I think also your items too. I'm pretty sure they act similar to gnomes, where they just steal your shit. But yeah, you don't want to get hit by them because they're very nasty little bastards. Very nasty little bastards. But there is one way I could technically do it. It'd be a little bit more annoying, but it wouldn't be impossible. Actually, it wouldn't be even remotely impossible. All I have to do is just play an entire championship within like a single day or so. Yeah, just do like one singular run, like I'm doing right now, and then just cut the videos into different parts, and then just schedule the uploads for each and every day that a holiday appears, and then just sit back and let the videos just kind of upload themselves without having any sort of forethought at all besides upload it then, upload it then, upload it then, and just there you go. Pink lemonade fucking sucks. So the idea of this one, as obnoxious as it is, it randoms, except for I think the first checkpoint, it randoms which checkpoint you're gonna have to run into. This one you're gonna have to like climb your way up, and like getting checkpoint 1 isn't exactly hard. It really depends on what type of items you may have on hand to stop your opponents from hitting you, and also just knowing like when the next thing is going to appear and just when to drop down. But to get, now I think this one's Shelly that unlocks here. I believe that in order to get Shelly, you have to make sure that no one else ever lands on a checkpoint at all. And everyone has, like, you know, however many they have on hand to do whatever with. How do I explain this? We all have like 4 lemonades, and you can just tell just by this, like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this with everybody? All but like not letting anybody get a single checkpoint, and it's still just relatively random, and they're always just sort of hanging about one checkpoint anyway. What the hell am I supposed to do? Huh? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, yeah, like, it's just a terrible way to unlock a character. It sucks so goddamn much. Alright, I believe that there should be maybe 2 pot pies in this map, I think. And there is an extra credit right here, and also visitors back. By the way, yep, the volcano's going off right now. Typically, whenever you get, if you're driving as fast as I am there, you will probably always end up having the volcano just start erupting around the same time that you start getting close to getting the laser. Actually, I just remember now, yeah, the last map we can do the same thing there. I don't know if, I forget which one had, maybe both have the Popeyes, but yeah. Also, the volcano erupting does suck, but this is just another trophy race. It's not, it's basically the same thing like the second level was. And if you're wondering how to get this damn cow up here, by the way, landing in the lava will, you know, kill you, quote unquote, and knock you out. Popeye should be up there. There's one of them. There should be a pink eye around here too. So I can just go ahead and get that real quick, just to kind of stop them for like a few seconds. Just to get them off my ass for a little bit. And then maybe possibly get the Popeye. I don't remember exactly what they unlock, but something. And then if you want to grab all these unlocks, you're gonna have to keep the laser on hand. And I don't think this I'm not sure if this event is... I don't remember if everyone checkpoints. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, you can tell by the side there that everyone has a checkpoint. But yeah, to get the cow on top of the plane... by the way, the next Popeye is basically around here. Oh, no. It's over here. Your opponents are usually too stupid to kind of... Yep, we got a cheat unlock. That's what it was. It unlocks cheats. Alright, cool. Yeah, your opponents are usually pretty dumb when it comes to trying to stop you through that. They'll just fall in the lava themselves. But, in order to get that golden cow, yeah, you're going to basically need a Philip fart. And you're going to have to line yourself up just enough, or even possibly wait for the volcano to start erupting, in order to launch yourself up just right to land on top of the wing of the plane. It's really dumb and really obnoxious. Possibly one of the worst ones to get. There's a Mr. Hanky up here to my right, but you'll probably never see me ever go up there, just cause. Yeah, see, like right now I did get Philip, but Philip J. Farter. There we go. Wow, nice. We got our next cheat unlocked. Cool. And all I have to do now is make sure that nobody touches me inappropriately because I'm trying to get out of here. That's what they needed to add to this game. The sexual harassment panda. They should have added in. You know, the funny thing is, like, again, like, I can understand why people might not like this game as much, because it's not just a straight regular Mario Kart, or even realistically... Yeah, we got Ike and we got Visitor unlocked. I think Ike is collected by getting the golden cow, too. Anywho. Alright, regular race time. But yeah, like, you know, the game isn't necessarily always one thing. It changes up the events so much. Like, it's not a Mario Kart type game, and it's not... It's kind of like Diddy Kong Racing, or... I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't really even say Crash Team Racing, because Crash Team Racing is all... It's got the adventure mode from Diddy Kong, but at the same time, it's still, for what it's worth, relatively Mario Kart-esque. So I don't know. This game's just like a big plethora of stuff. By the way, there should be a golden cow somewhere around this water area. I think there might be an extra credit around one of the, like, behind one of these buildings, I think. Either behind Hell's Pass or behind, like, the radio station thingy. Like, run up, y'all. And to get the golden cow, I think you need to... You pretty much have to sacrifice, you know, a bit of your placement for it, but... You have to use, like, I think there's a couple of Philip farts to get it. I know, it's weird with the juxtaposition of me talking about all these advanced, I guess, I wouldn't even really say advanced, but just talking about specific things that this game does that, you know, and they're all just kind of relatively silly in nature. Actually, I think the golden cow is on PS1 version and not this one. Okay, you can't go behind Hell's Pass. Never mind. I think I'm wrong about everything I just said. Fun fact about this map. Not the level, or not the event itself, but just the map in general. I remember I used to be a really petty piece of shit back when I was a kid. And one time my brother repeated, you know, one of the words that the kids said, like asshole or something, and I told on him. I used to be a fucking petty little fuck. Thank God I've lost that quite a bit. I mean, we all have a little bit of pettiness, I'm sure, from time to time, but I was... If I could go back in time and just slap the living shit out of myself, I would. I mean, we were all little bastards, you know. That's just the thing, though. It's like, you kind of feed on getting your siblings in trouble because, I don't know, you're just a fucked up little brat, I guess. It's just a weird thing that we do. We get annoyed with living with other people that we become petty, I guess. I don't know. Either way, this is, I think, probably the halfway-ish point, or maybe even slightly over halfway. I mean, we're in July, so, you know, it's pretty good. Thanksgiving's gonna suck. Because I forget how you're supposed to do that one to unlock Marvin. Got Ned and Mephisto. I think they just come with it. I don't know. Alright, this level sucks. There should be an extra credit down there near Grandpa, I think. I never really bothered with it. Alright. It's funny, I keep saying, like, you know, I love this game, but yet at the same time, just about damn near everything I've been saying has basically just been, wow, I fucking hate this, and I hate this, and yada yada yada. So, it kind of begs the question, what do I like about this game at all? I don't know. You know, I really don't fully know exactly what it is that I do like. By the way, I'm taking a huge risk here because I don't know what anybody has in terms of how many candies they might have. But usually whenever somebody happens to come over this way, typically means they probably have just enough candies to drop off. And that's just plenty of time for me to come in and just steal it. Yep, alright, cool. Because this one might be the one where you have to just try your best to collect a full amount every time, I think. It's also super dangerous what I'm doing with laying down diarrhea tacos. I think that's what they're called. But best I can do. Got, like, you know, a Mexican staring frog down here too, which should in theory help. But yeah, I usually just lay them down, just kind of just get them out of the way. Just so that way I don't, you know, I can try to make more room in my items. Yeah, again, like, if anybody's coming over here, like, with full gusto, they probably have enough stuff. So that's something to kind of be careful of. And I get it, you know, this is probably pretty boring to watch. But this is how I've learned to do this specific mission. God damn it. And I gotta be careful with my own little diarrhea tacos because I might end up fucking myself up here. Cartman, you fucking fat bastard. You fucking fat... Oh, yeah, that's another thing too, is if enemies collide into each other when you're right near them, there is a chance that you might actually end up getting all of them. These fucking morons, look at this shit. I don't know what they're doing, but they're fucking themselves over. I don't know why I'm so worried about cussing right now. It's weird. I don't know what's up with that. Like, why I'm trying to frantically not cuss so much. I'm playing South Park Rally. Oh, my lord. Can I get anything that's not just goddamn tacos? I think the reason why I always call them explosive diarrhea tacos is because I think they're just explosive. And so it always gives me the idea that, oh, that's what they do. They just explode. Wow. We got one coming. If he doesn't have a dog, he does. He always fucking does. Someone always has a goddamn dog, too. It pisses me off. Yeah, Sparky will basically just hunt you down and grab your ass and go from there. It's really irritating. By the way, gnomes can also get rid of candies, too. Wow. Well, they're probably going to hit Kyle, maybe. Okay. I'll do what I can to grab whatever I can. Oh, yeah, by the way, since it's Halloween, the cows get Jason masks, which is funny. The other thing, too, is it's not really a bad idea to let... I won? Oh, yeah, it's a timed event. You don't need to get... No, maybe this one you need to get 20 for it. Well, we got Death and Grandpa, so I guess we did whatever it was necessary to win. The characters, I guess, so I guess it's not all that bad. Starvin' Marvin's kind of hard because I don't remember what you're supposed to do to win this one because it's just seemingly impossible to gain all 20 without anybody else getting them too. So I don't remember, unless Marvin just comes with the territory. Yeah, one thing to do here is stick by the pink eye. That rhymed. Stick close to the pink eye area and just, you know, fuck these guys over every time you get a chance. Maybe you have to finish it like within like 3 minutes, of course. Yeah, pink eye, you know, it does suck. It does waste your, well, it does hurt quite a bit. Makes your turning slow, just ruins just about damn near everything. But, yeah, and it lasts for a while, too. So, not good. I wish there was a way you can kind of just drop off items without having to use them. So that way, if I wanted to get rid of an item that I didn't want to have around, I could just do so without having to waste it and then use it on myself on accident. Or anything like that. Yeah, like I said, every time that you get a chance to grab pink eye, just do it. Just give him pink eye. Fuck him. Because these guys, you know, they are a nightmare to deal with, especially on Thanksgiving, when they sort of just, as you can tell, are pretty damn quick with grabbing stuff. Luckily, you can't lose any turkeys. So, once you've grabbed them, you're pretty much good to go. Alright, cool. Let's see if I unlock Starvin' Marvin. Because I don't remember how you're supposed to. I used to have these things memorized, too, because I used to always just try my best to unlock characters that, you know. And I did not get Marvin. It might be a secret cow, because I think there's one inside the farm somewhere. Alright, Christmas Day. There is a cow back, you know. Funny enough. Here we go. I think there's a cow over here, too. Maybe. Or unless that's a different race I'm thinking of. That might be the trophy race. No, there's the cow. Golden cow number 2, but I don't... We didn't unlock a cheat, so that means that I know where the third one's at. Yeah, this one is just, I think... I have an idea what the third one's at. Doesn't mean I know exactly that offhand, but... Yeah, usually Mr. Hankey's back here. And here's our cow. Oh, god damn it, there's 4. Yeah, I want to try to spend time... I think it's in this cul-de-sac here. As far as I remember. Maybe not. Ugh. Yeah, if that's the case, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Like, I could have sworn it was, but I guess it's not. I think this one's just like Trophy Day, I think, where you just essentially have to... Wait, I have an idea where the golden cow might be. Yeah, I think I have a good idea. I think it's near the tractor area. But, how did I miss that? Okay. Yeah, it's just basically get the objective, go around, and make sure they don't get what they need. There we go. Cheat unlocked. Very nice. Beautiful. Yeah, you're watching a pro in action here, by the way, folks. I forget what Cartman's car license plate says. I don't know why he had to specify what it was for. I don't know. I'm a little autistic, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not diagnosed, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't like loud noises. I have things that I hyperfixate on, I guess, if that's part of it. You know, there's just a lot of things. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, but I think there's an unlockable character or something, either in the PS1 version or maybe even this one, where you have to beat every race without failing. Oh, that was the PS1 one. Because I think to get Cartman's mom, you gotta beat every race without using a credit. We got Jesus and Terrence and Philip. What do you mean game cannot be saved? What are you talking about? Well, that sucks. Alright. Don't know why the frame rate just kicks in sometimes. It's really bizarre. Yeah, I think you can grab the pot pies here. In this level, maybe. But oh, that's a good start. That's a really good start. Don't know how Terrence and Philip just sped up so fast. Probably caffeine. This is very good because this will come in ultra handy.
Underhanded.
Sorry. Because the idea here is to waste as much time as you can possibly waste and just avoid enemies at all cost. And one really good, cheap way to do so, yeah, I know, is once again the plane. If you can get yourself up there, you can pretty much just kind of hold, down B for a bit. You can hold the B button, just kind of like back up a bit. And just sort of hang up there. Or just do what I'm doing right now and just, drive around. Yeah, also I think the Golden Cows give you Terrence and Phillip for the last, or Christmas. Because they're an unlockable character, you have to actually go out of your way to unlock them. Jesus, I think, just unlocks naturally. And by the way, I don't plan on playing this game with every single... Whoa. I don't plan on playing this game with every single character. By the way, don't get too far ahead of them, because if you get too far ahead of the enemies, they'll stop going in a straight line toward you. That's kind of another little trick I kind of forgot to mention was, these guys like to stick in one singular line. But yeah, if you just kind of come up here and hold B, but just hold A for a little bit. Watch out for the volcano though, because it can easily fuck you up and send you back down. And I have lost this race because of that before. Yeah, just keep tapping A, hang up here, and you're good to go. Nothing to worry about. Just stick up here and just win the entire thing. And I want to say that Damien is an unlockable character. If we get the full 2 minutes without anybody else touching it, I think. And hopefully the volcano does not go off anytime soon, and we win. Perfect. Let's find out. Yes. And random checkpoints. That's it. Kick-ass dude. Championship mode complete. Yeah, like I figured. 45 minutes. And you can't skip this usually. Now, if I were to do an entire championship run with every... Why do I keep choking on my own spit when I say that word? With every single character. That would be pretty damn hard to do. Ultra Mega Man. Yeah, you can skip this now. But there you go. We did it all. Let's see if I can actually save my game. Game note save, thank God. Yeah, okay. So in order... That's what it was. To unlock the cheat sheet, you have to win every race, I think, without failing. But that's weird, though, too, because I never used a credit once. Or was it never grab a credit? Oh, that might be it. I don't know. Tantalus Interactive. These are the people you can blame for this game. Like I said, I still like the game. I don't even care. Multiplayer is just basically this. Yeah. Cartman Cup. How do you unlock him again? Maybe it was Baby that you unlock in Valentine's Day, and Shelly was the one you unlock in Lemonade. And Tweak is from, yeah, Marvin's Thanksgiving. Cartman Cup, I don't remember. Pip, I don't remember. We have almost all the characters unlocked, which is pretty nice. Yeah, what's cool is, like, you can do, like, an arcade race and just, mix and match. Like, just pick whatever type of race you want to do. Ass Battle is locked behind 2-player mode. Yeah, like, if I want to do Halloween on, God forbid, like, let's see here, like Mountain or something, I could. Which, I mean, it all works just about the same. It's really cool. I like that. Alright. That'll be it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. And I'll see y'all for whatever I decide to do next. I forgot to mention the 5-game grab bag. This was one of them. That doesn't mean that I'm going to do the other 4. It just means that this was one of them. I don't know. But basically, the other 4 in question was Pac-Man World 1 and 2. Probably just the remastered ones. And then Kirby Forgotten Land and RE9. Those were like the 5 grab bags. And I've been like, oh, I'm done doing Let's Plays for a while. I'm going to quit doing them. But I don't know, man. This I'm glad that this worked out. I'm glad that everything, went well with this one. I may or may not do a Chef's Love Shack just to kind of throw in something extra, as we still haven't finished all the single-player minigames for that yet. I haven't shown them all off yet. I do still kind of want to, but I don't know. I might just play Chef's Love Shack myself instead. So anyway, without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all for whatever I decide to do next. And as always, take care.